Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Energon Hustlers. We're doing something different.
This is shiny.
And someone different here again.
Hello again.
It's Lee. It's Lee from One Shall Stand, One Shall Fall, Bleeps Up Productions, my co-host from that. He's on holiday, and we're playing some more board games. Something I said we were going to do on my channel update. We was going to start playing some different stuff. Some of you may have seen this board game before. It's not really a board game; it's a dice game, really, but. Blues on Attack championed this game as well. Like, it's a great game. This is called Dice Throne. It's a bit like Yahtzee meets fantasy meets Overwatch style artwork. It's a really lovely game. You played it last time you came to visit.
Yeah, it was really good.
You really enjoyed it. You're playing a character you've not played before?
No, I am obviously. It's quite funny. We rolled off camera for what it is because I feel like that's the one thing this game has as well is so many different characters. There's so many different matchups. Like, it's just going to be ideal for your channel and your content. Well,
this is it. There's 16 currently released characters, and Marvel Dice Throne's coming late this year. So Dice Throne is effectively a battle that we're dueling here. We have 50 health points. It varies depending on what format you're playing. This can be played multiplayer. You can do team games. You can even play. There's a campaign box, and you can play a campaign called Dice Throne Adventures, which is fantastic. We've got that. But today Lee is the Moon Elf.
Yes.
And I am the Cursed Pirate. So I have not played the Cursed Pirate an awful lot. She is quite cool, quite unique in the characters. I've got a double-sided character board, and it's the only one that has got that. But the long and short of it is, on your turn, there's several phases. I've got them listed out here so Lee can see as well. So you've got an upkeep phase. It kind of almost follows the Magic the Gathering sort of turn flow. So you have an upkeep phase where stuff may happen. It's normally on card effects or a character board. Income, where you gain a combat point and draw a card. You can have up to 15 of combat points. Very rare that you get that high. And you draw a card from your deck. You have a main phase where you can play main phase cards. You can play upgrades, play action cards. You can sell cards for 1 CP per card. You have what's called the offensive roll phase, where you're going to take your dice and you're going to roll them up to 3 times. You can set aside dice results, and what we're going to try and do is match those dice results to abilities on our board, and then we're going to do damage or like gain tokens to defend ourselves or whatnot, that sort of thing. And then there's a second main phase which you do after the combat phase, and then you have a discard phase where you discard cards down to 6. It's a really simple game. But it's very deep with all the different characters and their different abilities and that. So you're a sneaky moon elf. You're like kind of tricksy. You're going to try and evade and like target me and shoot me with your bow and arrow. And I'm Cursed Pirate, trying not to die, or do I want to die, and flip over to the curse side. Interesting mechanic with this one. I have 3 cursed doubloons. I have to take one of these off my board at the end of my turn. If I cannot, I flip to the other side, and when I do flip to the other side, I take 4 damage a turn that I cannot prevent.
But isn't all your attacks powerful? And
They're more
like
powerful.
Yeah,
this character has no upgrades. You have upgrade cards in your deck. In my deck, I don't have any upgrades, but everything on the other side is more powerful.
Yeah.
So, we draw 4 cards.
Okay.
There's no mulligan or anything like that in this game. You just draw 4 cards, and we roll a dice to see who's going to go first. I rolled a 5.
I got a 1.
So it's going to be me. So when you go first, you skip your income phase. So I don't get to gain a CP. I don't get to draw a card. What I am going to do is to start off with, I'm going to pillage you. So this is a main phase card because it's got the blue border. And this is 0 CP. Steal a CP from a chosen opponent. I choose you, Pikachu.
Okay, I'm down to 1.
I get to 3. I like it. It's almost like I had an income phase after all.
Whee.
And then I'm going to play 2 combat points for Light It Up.
Okay.
Which is a main phase action card. It says inflict powder keg on a chosen opponent. Powder keg is what's called a status effect, and this is a negative. They have negative and positive ones. I'm going to give Lee a barrel of TNT.
Oh, how do I? It's such
to
a
blow.
nice barrel, mate.
So what Powder Keg says is, in Lee's upkeep, he has to roll a dice. On a 1 or 2, he receives 3 damage. 1 or 2, the keg blows up. On a 3 to 5, nothing happens. On a 6, he can transfer it to another player. So you can chuck it back at me, just like throw
Okay, yeah, so just basically like Donkey Kong, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
When it blows up, you take 3 damage. Undefendable.
Okay.
So that's that. I've got 1 CP left, which I'm not going to do anything with here. I think we're just going to go to my offensive roll phase. So I get up to 3 rolls here. So
Okay.
that's...
It's not bad. You got
bad.
some booty and some cutlasses there.
We did. We've nearly got walk the plank. So I'm going to go for that. So I'm going to set aside these 3 dice, and I'm looking for skulls here. So I'm looking to roll a 6, and I've got 2 more attempts. That's not a skull.
No.
So I'm going to go again.
No.
I don't get it.
Do you get anything else though?
I can. Well, I have other abilities I could do here.
Okay.
We got 1, 2, 3. I'm actually gonna try again. So it's another card. This is a roll phase action. It's got an orange border, so I can only play it during the roll phase.
Okay.
You or a chosen teammate can re-roll up to 2 dice. I'm going to re-roll these 2, and let's go for that skull again. No.
Okay.
Okay. So I've missed the one that I was going for, but what I'm going to go for is X marks the spot, which is 3 treasure chests.
Okay.
Lee can respond to my dice results on that by playing cards if he's got them in his hand.
No, I don't want to do that.
But this is X marks the spot is gain a CP and then roll 3 dice, and then it does stuff based on what I roll. So I'm going to go for that.
Cool.
Obviously, if you're not going to respond, I will gain 1 CP.
You can have it.
And I'm going to roll 3 of my dice. I'm going to move these 2 out of the tray.
Here we go.
I deal 6 undefendable damage to you.
Okay. So I go down to 44.
Yeah, it's 2 per cutlass. So 2 times cutlass undefendable damage.
Ouch.
And then at the end of my turn, I take off a cursed doubloon. I start with 3.
Okay.
And it's your turn, sir.
Awesome sauce. So my upkeep, I've got no upkeeps yet.
You have.
Oh, I
You've
do.
got a barrel of TNT,
I have a barrel
mate.
of TNT.
Does it go bang?
Let's find out.
No.
6.
You're going to chuck it back to me?
Yeah, of course you can, mate. You can have it back.
No.
I'm just like, this isn't mine. I don't want it. So that was the upkeep. So we've got the income, which is I get to go up by 1 CP, so I'll go to 2. And I'll draw 1 card, it says. So
Yep.
I'll draw 1 card. And now I'm at the main phase, so number 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the card Vegas, baby. So I'm going to allow to roll the dice, and it says gain half the value as CP. So I get 1.
Yes.
So
Impressive.
1.
Most impressive.
I will definitely not go to Vegas with that kind of rolling.
Just the name of the cards as well, like Vegas, baby, and stuff like that.
It is
It's really
pretty
cool.
sweet. I do like it. Right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spend 2 of the CP because I've got an upgrade card in my hand, and I can play this during the main phase. And what I'm going to do is go from Blinding Shot 1 to Blinding Shot 2.
Ooh.
So I need to get a large straight for this, and I can inflict bind, and I gain passive, evasive, and I get to do 10 damage.
Good.
And some other fun stuff.
And you get it unlocks another dice roll.
Yeah, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
So the upgrades generally make the ability better, and they also sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes give you another ability that you can do. So it just kind of improves you.
Cool. I'm not going to sell any cards, so I'm good. So I'm going to go to my offensive roll. So here we go. Let's see what we get. You know what?
He's almost got straight.
I've almost got it straight. So I'm going to keep the 2, 3, and the 4, and I'm going to try and get 5 and 6.
Always got a 1. You got a 1
I've
there.
got 1, so I just need a 5.
Just a casual 5.
You know, just a 5. Come on. Nah, 3. Okay, so I've got 4 bow and arrows and 1 foot.
Or you've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 as well.
I do have a 1, 2, 3,
Because there is a small straight in addition to large straight.
You know what? Let's go with the small. Let's go with the small straight. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4.
I've got nothing to do about your dice roll, so...
Okay, so I am going to do 7 damage to you, but also I'm going to inflict you with entangles.
Lovely. So what does Entangle do, Lee?
So it basically says lose 1 roll attempt. A player inflicted with this token gets 1 fewer roll attempts during their next offensive roll phase. At the conclusion of that roll, remove the token.
Boom.
So you've got a keg and you've been empowered
Being
by,
wrapped
like,
up
you're
with-
wrapped up with like some sort of like vines and stuff.
One thing I do get, because the attack I did on Lee was undefendable, so he didn't get a defensive roll. Every character also has a defensive roll ability.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to use my defensive ability, which is roll 4 dice.
Okay.
And then we'll see what happens. I deal 1 times cutlass back to you. I rolled 4 cutlasses.
Wow.
So I do 4 damage back to you.
All right, just casually.
Just casually. And then I take the 7, I go to 43. This is not going to be a long game, I don't think.
No.
So, if there's nothing else in your turn,
No, that is me done, sir.
in my upkeep, the powder keg blows up and I go to 40.
Okay.
That's not nice.
That was not nice.
I gain a CP and I draw a card. That's interesting. I'm just going to go to my roll phase, of which I'm only allowed to roll 2 things.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5? 6?
Well, there was a 6 from...
Oh, I've also got walk the plank here.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm going to go for the straight there, I think. Right. Yeah, I'm going to do light diffuse, which is small strength, so 4 numbers in sequence.
Okay.
I'm going to inflict powder keg and then deal 7 damage. Obviously, you can respond to my.
You know what? Sure. Yeah, I'll take that. So I've got to do with the defensive roll.
You do
right?
get a defensive roll.
So we're looking at 5 dice here. So let's see.
Take mine out because we don't need them in there anymore.
All right. So, okay. So the only thing that matters, really, unfortunately, is the 2 bow and arrows, which basically means I deal 1 damage. Oh, so every 2 I do 1 damage, but I only got 2.
So I take 1 damage.
You take 1 damage, but then I take a full 7.
So you take 7, and let's play this game again.
Yeah, just go down to 33, and I've got a powder keg in front of me.
Okay. Oh, hang on. I think I rolled 3 times there.
No, you only rolled 2. I'm pretty positive.
I had the straight off the second roll, but
Yeah,
I
you
should have
did.
re-rolled the third because I was entangled.
There you go. It's all good.
But I didn't do anything naughty there, really. I promise. Sorry. At the end of my turn, I cycle for doubloon,
Okay.
and it's your turn.
All right. So my upkeep, I've got to see what's happening with this keg. 5.
Nothing.
Nothing. It's just still chilling next to me. Okay. I'm going to gain 1 CP, so I'll go to 2. And then I get to draw a card, so I'll see what we've got. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay, so that's what that means. Okay, yeah. Cool. I am very okay with that. So, right. Sweet. So I've got nothing else to do, so I'm going to go to my main phase. So here we go. Wow. Let's see what we've got. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, and 2 6s. So, I can just do this immediately. Which is pretty interesting. So that is demising shot, which will basically inflict target to you and then deal 4 damage. Target so +2 incoming damage. When an opponent afflicted with this token is attacked by an opponent, the incoming attack damage is increased by 2.
So effectively, because the target gets inflicted first, you target me and then deal 6 to me.
Ooh. That does feel good. You know what? I'm going to keep that roll. Let's do that. Let's try that one.
I've got nothing to really do about that, so...
Okay. So I'll inflict that first, but then you get to roll your defense die, don't
you? I do, because it's not undefendable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what have we got here? So we've got... This is... I gain... So I'll do 1 damage to you for the cutlass.
Okay, so I'm down to 32.
I gain 2 CP for the treasure chest, because it's 1 CP per chest.
Okay.
And then I prevent 2 damage, so I'm going to take 4 to 35.
Okay. It's quite close, 35 to 32.
Yeah. There's one good thing they seem to have got with the game is it does seem very like back and forth, like, you know, with the way you're able to sort of manipulate your dice and stuff. It's never really feels that one-sided.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah, I'm good.
My turn?
Yes, your turn, sir.
Okay, nothing to do with my upkeep. I'm going to gain a CP and draw a card.
Man, you've got a lot of CP.
I have.
Casually on 5.
I think what I'm going to do is spend 3 of that CP to feed the fish, which is an action, main phase. It says inflict powder keg on up to 3 different opponents. So I've only got 1. I'm going to give you powder keg. If you're given a powder keg, when you've got a powder keg, the previous one blows up. So you take 3.
Okay, so I'll be at 29.
And then keep the powder keg on you.
Ouch.
Okay then.
That's interesting. Oh, okay. I see what you're going for. You go for Shiver Me Timbers.
I am going for Shiver Me Timbers.
Oh!
And he's got it.
He's
So
got it.
unless you can fiddle with my dice there.
Can I? You know what? Yeah, I'm going to be a douche. I'm going to play, for 1 CP, Helping Hand. Select one of your opponent's dice and force them to re-roll it. Re-roll that 6.
Oh.
Dave, if you roll a 6 now, fair play to you.
I rolled a 5.
Ah, so close.
But I'm going to tip that 5. Excuse me.
Oh, no.
And turn it back to a 6.
Okay, so that's well rolled then, bro.
That was a lucky roll.
Well, so you got a 5, and then that was it. Tip it just increases it by 1.
Yeah, increases or decreases any die value by 1. So turn it back to a 6.
That's pretty good. Okay.
So, unless you can do anything else,
Nope.
I deal 7 undefendable damage, so you do not get your thingy, and then I may remove as many cursed doubloons as I want. I'm going to actually remove it.
All right, I'm at 22.
We're going for the curse.
Oh, okay.
At the end of my turn, because I cannot remove a doubloon, I flip over
So now you become a pirate.
to dead pirate side.
Yar.
Just feels like Pirates of the Caribbean.
It does. So Pirates of the Caribbean, I love it.
So now, all my abilities improve,
Mm-hmm.
but during my upkeep phase, I receive 4 damage, and it cannot be reduced or prevented in any way. If an opponent's offensive roll phase does not result in an attack, they are inflicted with powder keg.
So I need to do some damage to you,
So,
otherwise
yeah.
I keep getting kegs. That's pretty cool. Okay. That's
It is
terrifying.
your turn.
Okay, so upkeep phase, I have got a keg in front of me, so let's roll. You can have this
Oh
keg
no!
back.
It's
You can
back.
have this keg
It's
back.
back.
It's keg. I don't want it. Sorry. So I'm going to gain 1 CP, so I'll go from 1 to 2. And then I will draw a card for my troubles. Okay. That's very interesting, but we'll sort that out later on in the turn. So main phase, not going to play any abilities and whatever. So we're going to do offensive roll. We're going to
Here we go.
Come on, let's get some good stuff. Right, so 3 and a couple of foots. So right, so you're still entangled, which is pretty solid. Got nothing that does like. I'm guessing I've got an upgrade in here that does
Undefendable.
Undefendable.
I genuinely don't know. Like the Moon Elf is one of the more recent sets that we picked up. It was a present from our good friend, the second best cards player in Canada.
Oh,
So-
Matifer.
So yes.
All right, I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna go trying to go
Oh,
all
you're
arrows.
gonna go like shooty McShooty. Oh, there you go.
Is that all of them?
That's
Sick.
all bows and arrows. That's a
So-
full on longbow shot.
Okay, I'm gonna go with longbow, but how does this work, Dave? If I'm gonna play this, I want to play take that. So an attack modifier.
Okay, so you're activating this.
Yep. So I'm gonna do
I
longbow.
can't do anything about what you're doing, so you're going to deal 7 damage, and then you roll a dice, and
Okay.
then depending on what you roll, depends on what happens.
That's a foot, so I inflict.
Oh no, I'm entangled up again.
There we go. So
Must
one less
remember
roll.
this time not to roll more.
One less roll,
Yep,
and so then it's just 7 damage.
8, 9, because I'm targeted.
Oh yeah, 8,
So
9.
9,
yes.
I do get a defense roll though. This time it's a 5 dice defense roll, and it's called Avast Ye.
Okay.
What's it do? I have got, so I deal 1 times cutlass damage, so that's 3 damage back to you.
Oh, okay. What does this do? 3 damage back.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I can
Gain
take that.
CP off the treasure chest.
So I'm at 19 health.
Yep.
Ouch.
I prevent 2 damage, so it's going to be down to 7 damage. And then on a 2 cutlasses and a skull, I inflict cursed doubloon. So now you get a doubloon. I'll just read it out for the viewers and for you what this does. It says
Okay.
any player other than the pirate afflicted with cursed doubloons is dealt 1 damage per cursed doubloon during their upkeep phase. These persistent tokens may not be moved or removed from any player except as a result of ability on the pirate hero's board.
Wow.
Whenever the pirate would gain a cursed doubloon, she may choose not to. Cursed doubloon tokens may stack up to 5 times on the pirate and 3 times on anyone else. So it's
So that's a permanent, one
ping damage every turn.
Okay.
And I'll prevent 2. So I'm going to take 7 to 28.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
All right. Okay, so I'm back at my second main phase. I'm really worried because I'm at 19 and you're at 28. So I'm gonna do an instant action, it says. So I'm gonna spend 1 CP, so I'll be down to 1 again. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go evade, and the chosen player gains evasive.
Ooh, so that's a positive status token. What can that do for you?
So I can spend and roll a 1 or 2 to avoid damage. So when a player with this token receives damage, they may choose to spend it. If they spend, roll 1 dice. If the outcome is 1 or 2, no damage is received. Multiple tokens may be spent in an attempt to prevent the same source of damage.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. Okay.
It is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Anything
Pretty
else
cool.
on your turn, sir?
Nah, that's me done. So
Okay,
I am
so-
done.
In my upkeep, I take 4 that I cannot stop.
Oh yes, because you're cursed.
Powder keg. Nothing happens. It's still there, happily sizzling away.
Just
I gain a
chill.
CP and draw a card. Ooh, I'm going to sell this card for a CP.
Okay.
I'm going to play Batten Down. Cost me 4 cards,
Holy
4
cow.
CP. If you have any cards, discard them, then draw 4.
Oh wow. So that was your last card in hand, and you just drew. That's so good.
It's pretty good.
That's a pretty good one. But
Pretty
you've used all your CPs.
I have done. However, I'm going to sell 2 of my CP
Okay.
to gain some CP.
All right.
And roll. Just going to go defensive roll. I only have 2 attempts. Mustn't forget that this
Yes.
time. 3, 4, 5.
So last one.
1, 2, 3,
Oh
4, 5.
wow. There's the straight.
Well, that was fortunate, wasn't it?
It's pretty good.
Okay, that is Tharshi Blows. It is inflict wither and powder keg, then deal 10 damage.
Okay.
So wither's a new one we've not had yet this game. So this is a negative status effect. You can have up to 2 of these. It says if a player with a wither token would deal damage as a result of their offensive roll phase, reduce that damage by 1 per wither token. You can have up to 2 of these. So there's one little present to you. Obviously, you can modify my dice if you want. If you've got any.
I don't think I want to. No.
We obviously want to. Is whether you can.
I really can't.
So I'm going to give you some more toys to play
Mate,
with.
look at this.
But you get a defense roll because it's not undefendable.
I am going to spend my base token because I do need to stop. That's a lot of damage.
It is a lot of damage.
Come on, 1 or 2. 5. So I get a defense roll. 'cause-
You have a defense roll,
No, I have
but
a
it can
defense
halve the damage if you roll 2 footsteps. So,
True.
and there you go.
So,
Ooh, so
2
it's
footsteps.
damage
What?
back.
Damage back to you. And then I half the damage. So what's the...
It's 5.
5. So is it round up or round
It
down?
is 10.
Oh, 10.
It's
So
10, so you take 5.
So I'll be at 14. Ouch.
And that is the end of my turn.
Okay, so let's have a look at the upkeep phase. I am cursed, so I get 1 damage down on it.
You do. And
So I'm
then
at
does that
13.
powder keg go boom? And there's
Yeah, that's
there's
true.
yeah,
And you're entangled.
it's gone.
It's gone. 4.
It's just sizzling
just
away.
Chilling on me. That's scary. Right, so the next bit is let's go combat. Let's get the CP, then draw cards. Instant action. Yeah, let's do that. I want it. I'm getting paid, so I'm gonna get 2 CP. So I go to 4 finally. It's nice to be in a high number, you know. Will I ever use it? We'll find out. I'm still in my main phase, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 of it to go down to 2. And with that, I'm going to get Diminishing Shot 2 and a new ability called Focus, which is inflict targeted and entangled on a chosen opponent, which is pretty sick.
Not bad.
Sick.
They're all good, those, because they just open up other options.
It's true. Right, let's see what I can do then with this roll. Here we go. That's a lot of feet. That's a lot of feet. You know what, actually?
Just before you pick up the dice, have a look at the numbers you've rolled. You've got a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6.
Oh, I do have a 3, 4, 5, and a 6. Oh, that's really good. But you can block that, though.
I
That's
can.
no problem. So with that, or go a bit defensive this game. Just because you're going to get 4, so you go down to 19. I can have this ability, then I gain 3, and you become entangled, so less rolls for you. We're going to riskily go a bit defensive.
Ooh, a
This
Lunar
is weird.
Blessing.
We're going to go a Lunar Blessing. So I need an arrow, 2 feet, and a moon, which I've got, which is I gain 3 evasive, and the maximum stack limit I'm allowed is 3. and I get to inflict Entangled again once more.
That nonsense.
I know. So I've also got... What does Withered do again?
You deal 1 less damage if it's an attack.
Got you. 1 less damage, okay.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll be me done. Main phase, nothing, so I'm good.
Okay, so if an opponent's defensive roll phase does not result in an attack, they inflict with Powder Keg, which means you get another one and it blows that one up. So
it's
3 damage.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So I'm at 10. I'm alright with that. I'm okay. I can live with that.
Okay, in my upkeep, I take 4. I
You
go
do.
to 19.
I want you to take another 3. Really bad.
Do I? No.
Oh. It's a 6. Have this and explode again, Lee.
That would be funny.
That would be funny.
I will draw
Taking
a
the
card.
defensive route has not worked out for me.
Gain CP. I'm going to Vegas baby myself. Let's see if I can roll more than a 1. Oh, I rolled a 5, so half of that is 2.5. So it's 3 points. So I go to
Nice.
6 CP. Right. Let's go for some shenanigans.
Yes. Let's see what you get.
I've only got 2 rolls though,
Oh boy.
because of your entanglement.
It's true.
2. I'm just going to go boring.
I'm going to go
I'm
boring.
just going to go boring and deal. I don't have 3 of the cards, so I don't inflict Powder Keg. I'm going to go for Soul Cutlass, which is 7 damage with 4 cutlasses roll. So 7 damage coming at you.
Yeah, I'm going to have to spend an evasive on this, just because I don't like that.
Let's move one out of the way for you.
All right, here we go. So, come on. Yes!
He's dodged the attack.
No damage.
He's dodged it.
Finally.
Okay. It's your turn.
Okay, so I take 1 because I have a cursed balloon.
You do.
It's just going to slowly wither up my soul. And also, I've got a powder keg in front of me.
You do.
Which
Yeah,
is-
bow goes bang, takes you to 6.
Jeez Louise. This elf is not going well. Like, she is just... Everything's being thrown at her.
Battered.
She is not expecting much. Okay, so then we'll go up by 1, so I'll go to 3. I'll then draw a card, because I can. Okay. That might come in handy. Right, so I'm not going to sell any cards or anything like that. Right, let's go straight to the roll.
Oh, I've got rid of my entanglement.
Yes, you are no longer entangled. My bad, sorry. Okay, what have we got here? So, So, let's have a look. You know what? I'm gonna keep these. And is it mad that I'm gonna get rid of this 6? Possibly, but hey, let's see. Oh, actually, the 6. Yeah, I want to keep the 6 because I've got almost a high straight here. Is this mad? Maybe. You know, let's try and get.
Who knows
5.
what's in your hand though, because there are cards that manipulate dice.
Okay.
Ooh. That gives you a low straight, but the 6 isn't relevant.
You know what? I need to take you down a peg because you're like doing really well at the moment, Dave. So I'm gonna be a rebel, and I am going to spend 3 CP. So I am down to 0.
Ooh, change the value of any 2 dice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go twice as wild, and I'm gonna change that to a 5.
Ooh.
So I've got a straight, but it's blinding shot, and it's a large straight, and it's basically I inflict blind for the first time.
What's that do?
Blind is on a 1 or 2, on a fail is an offensive roll phase. The next time a player afflicted with this token concludes their offensive phase roll, they must remove it and then roll 1 dice. On a 1 or 2, their offensive roll phase fails and has no effect of any kind. So that's pretty strong.
It's pretty strong.
And then I also gain evasive because I'm cool.
Another one, yeah.
And then I deal 10 damage.
I don't like those apples.
That's pretty... Well, you've been throwing everything else at me, mate. So you're probably going to throw some cutlasses back at me.
Ooh, I'll just throw dice at you.
Or dice. Oh my gosh, what are we talking about here?
That is actually 5 damage back at you.
Can I use evasive or not?
What's it say?
Evasive is when a player with this token receives damage.
So yes, you can evasive.
I need to, because otherwise I'm going to die on my next
I know
turn
you are.
anyway.
You got 3 goes at this. So let's move mine out.
Come on, low numbers.
Nope.
Poop. Come on, low numbers.
Nope.
Nope. Come on!
Third time
numbers.
lucky.
Wait!
Hey, dodges that.
Thank
So your
goodness.
attack was for 10, but reduced to 9 because of the thing. Ow.
Yeah.
Because of Wither. So I take 9.
Did you have the 2 for that?
No.
Is that even more?
Yeah. I want 8.
I'll take that.
I want 8.
I'll
I'm going
take
to go to
that.
4 in a minute. I kind of need to kill you this turn. And I'm blind as well, so...
Oh, crikey, I got no evasion. Oh, this is bad for me. This is pretty bad for me.
Anything else on your turn, sir?
You know what? I'm going to sell this card to gain 1 CP just to make sure that I might be able to play something next turn.
Okay.
Going all in next turn.
In my upkeep, I take 4 undefendable damage. I have to kill you, or I fall to bits and turn to dust as the curse takes me. I have to roll for this powder keg.
That's even worse.
It does nothing.
Oh, thank goodness. It would have been bad because they'd be like, I'm left on 1.
I
no.
gain a CP and draw a card.
Okay.
That doesn't seem like it's worth doing now. So I'm just going to roll my dice. I have a full offensive roll phase. This
for line, the next time an effective player with this dice concludes their offensive roll. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's bad. So you can do your thing, and then you've got to make sure.
One thing I just want to quickly check. Can blind stop an ultimate ability? No, nothing except a dice result change.
Oh, so you're going.
So if I can go ultimate,
you're trying to go ultimate.
I'm
Right
going to
now.
try and go ultimate.
So that's what you're risking it for now.
So,
What do you need for your ultimate?
5 sixes.
You got 1.
I got 1, so I'm going to go ultimate. We just had a quick look at something ruling wise. That's not more 6s. We don't like that. And the last roll. Oh, I think I'm going to do it. This is a good way to go out the video.
No way.
I'm going to do twice as wild to change the value of any 2 dice to 6s.
Jog on. No way. Not like this.
And then I'm going to 6 it and turn this one to a 6.
What? What?
Which is, with the thing we looked up briefly, was why I had a quick fade out, was blind, Lee's status token, cannot stop an ultimate ability.
Well, that's really sad.
Which is 13 undefendable damage. I give you parlay, another curse of balloon, and wither, and then I inflict powder keg on you as well. So I just nuke you.
You just nuked me off the board. This poor elf that just loves the move.
Battered and bruised.
Just battered and bruised.
But a turn in it.
A turn in it. Yeah, that's true.
Literally a turn in it. So
Sweet.
Victory goes to the cursed pirate.
Yes.
Woo!
The pirates win over the elves. You wouldn't hear that many phases. Yar.
Yarr. So yeah, that's Dice Throne. It's a really fun game. It's made by Roxley Games. Definitely worth checking out. It's cheap as well. It's like really cheap to get into. So obviously, if you buy everything, it's quite going. But even then, it's like it's 20 quid a box.
If you've got like a friends group and all of you want to play certain characters, but then it's like all of you can get a certain box, you've then got so much playability within your group. It's really
and each
good.
box comes with 2 characters. There's no customization to the decks. You just play with what you got. It's a cool, fun game.
It is
and
awesome.
it's like, as you've seen, it plays relatively quickly as well. So
yeah, and it's very, very easy to understand as well. So for people who are like wanting to like advance into like the realm of say card games and like dice games and stuff like that, it's actually very easy to pick up. And there is a bit of tactics to it, but also as you've seen through this, it's very self-explanatory of how it goes.
yeah. It's got a lot of depth, but like you say, it's easy to pick up. It's fun.
Yes.
We like it. It was definitely a hit. Probably our game discovery of last year for sure.
Oh, most definitely.
Big shout out to my brother Pete, who was the guy that got me into Dice Throne by just making me buy it.
He was
Just
like, this is
buy
a really
this.
good game, trust me.
Yeah, he's like, buy this. So that's it. Nice and short and sweet. Hope you enjoyed Dice Throne. We'll be back soon for another episode. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.